What's up today on People Now? Dog the Bounty Hunter reveals his late wife Beth Chapman's final words before she passed.
Willy Wonka star Denise Nickerson passes away at the age of 62 after being taken off life support. We remember her today.
Newly married Vanderpump Rules star Jax Taylor reveals he can't wait to be a dad. Hear what he's saying.
Pink is calling out mom shamers in a sassy new post, and we are totally here for it.
Master P and Romeo Miller stopped by to talk about I Got the Hookup Too. Plus, what was Romeo's name originally going to be?
Musical genius Jermaine Dupri is here. What's the craziest thing that an artist has tried to do to get his attention? It's shocking.
Plus, the Gym Tan Laundry crew is back. The cast of Jersey Shore Family Vacation is here. We're talking new boyfriends, babies, and sliding in the DMs.
Let's get our fist pump going. It's all today on People Now. Let's go.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to People Now. Mako is filling in for Jeremy today. Hello, Mako.
Hello, and you look ravishing in that pink.
You do too.
Thank you.
All right, the new season of Jersey Shore Family Vacation premieres tonight. You saw our fist pumping earlier. We're obviously very excited. Yeah. We'll be catching up with the cast later in the show, so stick around for that.
Oh, yeah. But before we do, we want to see your favorite GIFs from the iconic series. Tweet us using the hashtag PeopleNow.
Yes, tweet us your GIFs or GIFs, as
All
I say.
right.
We always agree
tomato.
to disagree. We'll check in on those in a bit, but for now, here's what you need to know and what's trending today. Starting on a sad note here, Duane Chapman, aka Dog the Bounty Hunter, is opening up about his wife Beth's death, even revealing her final words to Entertainment Tonight. Towards the end, Duane says he told Beth he wasn't going to let her die. She then demanded he look at her as she said, "Please let me go." He almost replied, "I can't," but before he could get the words out, she couldn't breathe and he had to call an ambulance. Prior to Beth's June 26th death, he says she tried to prepare him by talking as if she wasn't there anymore, saying things like, "Here's what to do with this, here's what to do with that. Don't keep running your mouth. When they ask you a specific question, just answer that." But Duane says he was in no way prepared for her death, even admitting he didn't expect for it to happen that day. Beth died in Hawaii after a battle with throat cancer. She was 51 years old. Duane announced her funeral arrangements on social media, sharing that fans will have the chance to say their final goodbyes wherever they are, as Beth's service will be live streamed from Aurora, Colorado on Saturday, July 13th at 1 p.m. Eastern. Days after her passing, loved ones gathered in Waikiki, Hawaii to celebrate Beth's life. A rep for the family told People that Beth loved Hawaii the most, so she wanted to be sent off in true Hawaiian style. Her family and friends plan to honor her with a Hawaiian chant prayer and a paddle out on the water. All right, we move on to this.
Violet, what are you doing now? You're blowing up.
I feel funny.
I'm not surprised.
What's happening?
You're blowing up like a balloon.
Like a blueberry.
Somebody do something. Call a doctor.
That was a clip of Denise Nickerson in that iconic scene from the 1971 classic Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. We are remembering her today after she passed away Wednesday night at the age of 62 after being taken off life support earlier in the day. Her son Josh and his wife Jasmine announced the death late Wednesday night on Facebook with a post simply saying she's gone. Earlier in the day, the family shared on Facebook that she was taken off life support because, as they said, it was only making her uncomfortable. The couple added, quote, "We're telling her it's okay to let go." The former child star had suffered a major medical emergency on Monday, according to her family, and was taken to the emergency room and eventually the ICU. Her condition had worsened by Tuesday. She was eventually in a coma-like state, according to the family. They confirmed on Facebook that Nickerson had suffered seizures and was in pulmonary and respiratory distress. At the hospital, she was also diagnosed with pneumonia. Nickerson is best known for playing the gum-chewing Violet Beauregarde in 1971's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The actress was just 13 when she got her big break opposite Gene Wilder, though she told People in August 2016 she didn't actually meet the star until he was in character. She had said, "I'm a very fortunate lady to have been chosen to be a part of something that brings smiles to so many faces," and truly it did. Nickerson was born in New York City in 1957, and her first major acting role was on the TV series Dark Shadows from 1968 to 1970. Her family has created a GoFundMe for medical expenses, including the actress's wish to be cremated and her ashes made into a piece of glass art. Our thoughts are with her friends and her family in this very difficult time. She will definitely be missed and remembered for her iconic work. All right, Mako, moving on, you have more for us in Star Treks.
I sure do. Okay, guys, so we're kicking off Star Treks today with one reality star who can't wait to be called Dad. Now, we first met Vanderpump Rules star Jax Taylor when he was a bad boy bartender known for breaking hearts. But now he's a married man who can't wait to take on the role of dad. In this week's issue of People, Jax and his new wife, Brittany Cartwright, shared their excitement to start a family, and Brittany admits that he may even be a bit more excited than she is. She tells us, "I cannot wait to be a mom, and Jax cannot wait to be a dad. He talks about it all the time. I think he's getting more excited than I am even, which I never thought would be possible." Now, the couple exchanged vows on June 29th in a fairy tale themed wedding in front of 240 guests. It all went down on the sweeping grounds of the Kentucky Castle. They made sure to include tributes to Jax's father, Ronald, who died of cancer in December of 2017, like reserving an open chair in his memory, along with a photo, flowers, and his ashes. Honoring his father's legacy is something that's really important to Jax, and one way he plans to do so is through his future kids. He tells People, quote, "My dad was always there for me. My dad worked extremely hard. We lived in the suburbs, but my dad had to work very hard for us to have everything. That's my goal, work as hard as I can and build a few businesses here so I can spend as much time as I can with my kids, because I want to be a part of everything that they do." Those are great goals. And when he says everything, well, he means it. Jax plans to be a super dedicated dad, explaining, quote, "I want to be the coach. I want to be in the PTA. I want to be a soccer dad, a gymnastics dad, whatever it is. I just want to be part of it all. I'm working hard right now to build up a good future." That's awesome, Jax. And in more Jax news, guys, he turns 40 on Thursday. Another year older, another year closer to starting that family that he dreams of. So happy birthday, Jax. And for more on his and Brittany's romantic wedding, pick up this week's issue of People on newsstands Friday. All right, moving along to this. Kim Kardashian is gushing over her baby boy, and guys, can you blame her? On Wednesday, the mother of four shared a photo of her and Kanye West's adorable 2-month-old son, Sam, on Instagram.
Aww,
look at that face.
So
How cute is he? I mean, he just keeps getting cuter and cuter. I can't get enough of that face. He's rocking a comfy, casual gray outfit, and he's smiling up at the camera. And she captioned the photo, "I mean, my baby Sam is so sweet. I just want to pinch those
little
cheeks."
smile.
Those little smiles, so perfect. Now, the photo definitely caught the attention of a couple of his aunts and his mom's friends, who had to do their fair share of swooning as well. Kendall Jenner commented on the post saying, "What it do, baby?" And Kourtney Kardashian also commented, calling him little tiny goose bunny. And then model Winnie Harlow wrote under the post, noting how much Sam looks like Kim's daughter, Chicago. She said, "Looking just like a tan shy." She also added a heart-eyed emoji. Now, back in May, Sam's resemblance to Chicago was one of the first things that Kim shared about him. On Twitter, she wrote, "He's also Chicago's twin. I mean, guys, look at them. They look alike."
Yeah,
she
they do.
continued on writing, "I'm sure he will change a lot, but now he looks just like her." His grandmother, Kris Jenner, told ET Online shortly after he was born that the name Psalm, which means song in Hebrew, got its inspiration from, quote, "the book of Psalms in the Bible. I think it's just a wonderful way to celebrate how they feel, and he's such a blessing, so it's perfect." Psalms have been important to Psalms' dad, Kanye West. A source close to Kanye previously told People that he's been going through a spiritual revival lately, and that the source also added Kanye reads the Psalms a lot. He talks about the Psalms that he loves, so on that level, the baby name isn't a surprise. Super duper cute. All right, moving on to this. New York City just lost one of its best real estate brokers to the West Coast. On Wednesday, million-dollar listing New York star Fredrik Eklund announced that he'll no longer be based in New York full-time after making the move from the Big Apple to Los Angeles with his family. Now, he shared the news in a lengthy Instagram post, writing in part, "Moving a family with toddlers isn't easy, but spending more time in California while expanding the business here is something that we've talked about for years. But don't worry, this doesn't mean that you've seen the last of him on Million Dollar Listing New York." He went on to say that fans will still be able to follow their journey on the new season, and explained that while his husband Derek Kaplan will remain in LA with their twins full-time, Fredrik won't be a stranger to New York and will still travel back and forth. And after expressing his excitement for his upcoming real estate projects in the LA area, the reality star also revealed that he'll be returning to New York as early as next week. He says, quote, "I'm so grateful for the warm welcome here. At the same time, I want to make crystal clear that my business in New York is going to expand, with me very present." Now, Eklund wrapped up his post with the gratitude for the city that gave him his start, saying, quote, "New York City is the city that welcomed me first and gave me the platform to grow the business that allowed me to fulfill a lifelong dream of also being in LA. John and Julia, my partners and extended family, have their feet firmly planted in New York with the incredible team there. As you can tell, I'm so excited to share all of this with you, and we are so excited for him. And hopefully the move with toddlers has been a smooth one so far." And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. The final season of Orange is the New Black is almost here, and the cast is sharing how the show changed their lives and the surprising ways it hasn't. Plus, record exec Jermaine Dupri gives his take on Scooter Braun amid all that drama with Taylor Swift, and he reveals the female rapper who he thinks broke the mold. All right, to celebrate the premiere of Jersey Shore Family Vacation, we asked you to send in your favorite gifts or GIFs from the iconic show.
Let's take a look. Let's see. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right.
We got
this is the party's here. That's my Friday mode.
I missed the
bump
hair
is so
bump.
Iconic. All right. I think we have another one.
Ron, stop. Stop it, Ron. Just stop it, Ron. They did fight so much back in the day. But they both moved on and seem to be somewhat happy in their other relationships.
Absolutely, guys. Keep sending in those GIFs, and we'll hear from the cast in just a bit. But for now, we move on to this. You guys, Pink has had it with the mom shamers, and she's letting everyone know in a very sassy way. So on Tuesday, the pop star shared a photo of her daughter Willow running through some lawn sprinklers with one sharp caption.
So Pink wrote, "Here's a picture of my child running through water. It wasn't even filtered. What a waste of water. And no helmet. I hope she had sunscreen. If she slips and falls, she may be traumatized for life. And her mother wasn't even there. I was, gasp, working in another country."
So, how do you shade a working
she's
mama?
being sarcastic here, obviously.
Absolutely. She also included a middle finger emoji and some opinionated hashtags for good measure. And you guys, I can't really blame her for this. This isn't the first time that she's opened up about mom shamers on social media.
Yeah, so in April, the mama too told Ellen that she had decided to stop posting her children on social media after critics slammed her for sharing a photo of her kids interacting with a pelican. It was this big deal back then.
These social media gangsters. This photo was snapped after her son Jameson had taken off his wet swim diaper. Though Pink had scribbled out her son's naked bottom in the picture, trolls still went after her.
As they do, because of trolls. She told Ellen, quote, "People went as far as saying someone should call child services because he didn't have a diaper on. Some of the nastiest things."
So nasty and so rude. Pink said that she cried after that because she said she likes to share her family on social media. She called it her proudest moment, adding, quote, "I'm prouder of my kids than anything I've done my whole life."
And the singer also clarified that she's not against constructive criticism. She just thinks there's a nicer way to say that, which I completely agree. I mean, people are so mean, especially when it comes to Pink.
Exactly.
Parenting.
Yeah, you can't say anything about anyone else's parenting skills, especially on social media.
Which isn't right, though. So she's kept her promise, hasn't posted photos of her kids aside from the occasional birthday or special post. But I think that's really unfair that she can't share her kids with the world like she wants to.
There's so many of us that just love and adore her kids. We're like, people aren't always going to comment negatively. It just sucks that those the small minority make it bad for the majority.
All right, moving on to this. Take a look.
Life likes to test you, and when you make a bad choice, living with what you've done can be its own punishment.
Oh my gorgonzola. I keep on running like a criminal out of time. Take the wrongs to make something right.
I recently got out of federal prison, and I'm trying to get back on my feet. Now, this is my life.
Take a moment to examine the bone.
You're allowed to hold a weapon, right?
Ooh, it's our last chance to catch these extraordinary women in and out of prison. The final season of Netflix's hit dramedy, Orange is the New Black, hits the streaming service on July 26th. We're so excited.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see Piper Chapman, played by Taylor Schilling, struggling to adjust to life outside of prison. We'll also see how relationships inside Litchfield are evolving or dispersing. There's also a quick clip of Piper getting her hair done by Sophia, played by Laverne Cox. Very exciting.
Very exciting. Playing Sophia on Orange is the New Black was life-changing for Laverne. Guys, she was 40 when she got the role and made the decision to quit acting right before getting this audition. Imagine how light,
I
it must
know.
have been
One
so
audition
fun.
can change your life.
It can change your life. Now, being a trans woman, this role has truly changed Laverne's life. But she's also aware of how her role and the show have impacted others. So watch this.
I've had the incredible privilege of meeting our incredible fans all over the world who've said that this show has changed their lives. For the trans people who've watched our show, I mean, when Orange is the New Black premiered in 2013, there were no transgender actors with recurring roles on television. And last we checked, at this moment, there's about 17 or so. And that's just amazing. And I just feel like we have changed the culture.
I love seeing the success that she's found, even now after.
Opened up doors for others as well.
Laverne credits Netflix for changing the culture. Orange is the New Black was one of the first shows that had a diverse group of women from all ages, backgrounds, ethnicities, skin colors, sexual orientations. It was really groundbreaking.
Truly groundbreaking. Now, you'd think that a show like this, with a fan base like this, would open a lot of doors for the cast, but Dasha Polanco, who plays Daya, says it's still a struggle for her to land roles. Here's what she had to say.
It did open the door. It did give me a platform. I do have an audience, but I am still auditioning for roles. I'm still out here not getting roles. And when I see who they cast as somebody that looks totally opposite of me, size, look, experience, totally opposite.
I'm kind of surprised about that.
I'm not. I think it's really tough for women of color in Hollywood, and especially at her size, it has to be even more difficult.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that maybe with the success of the show, the awards, accolades, it would make a difference. I mean, Dasha did recently appear in Netflix's widely talked about limited series When They See Us, but it is crazy that she's still having a hard time having to go to those auditions and be told no.
Absolutely, because she's so talented. Now, you guys, Orange is the New Black became an ensemble cast very early on in the series with Uzo Aduba, who plays Suzanne Crazy Eyes Warren.
Love her.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with her. She won 2 Emmy Awards back-to-back for Best Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. Now, she says she wants to change the industry and share the stories of people out there who don't have a platform. So check it out.
I am trying to tell the stories of the missing, the people and the voices that are missing in the tapestry. That is what I'm trying to do with my art, whether it's stories we know but haven't seen told through this particular voice or stories we've never seen before.
All right, the final season of Orange is the New Black hits Netflix July 26th. Be sure to binge the last 6 seasons now if you need a refresher. All right, on to this.
Remember what I should have named you? I messed up when I named you Romeo.
No, you didn't. You named me correctly.
What were you going to name him?
Oh,
my
name
goodness.
him Harold.
Harold?
I was thinking about this. I'm just like...
My career would have went...
Harold is a great name.
See what I'm saying?
Coming to the stage, Lil Harold. No.
Okay, so no offense to any Harolds out there. I think it's a great name, but we think Romeo suits him just right.
That's right. Master P and Romeo are promoting their new movie, I Got the Hookup 2, which hits select theaters Friday, July 12th.
So the film premiered in New Orleans last week, and after we got the whole name situation sorted out, they opened up about what it meant to them to take their movie to the Big Easy.
Well, first off, it was a dream come true for me. I mean, we brought Hollywood to our hometown, New Orleans. And that's unheard of, you know, at a film of this magnitude. And then being able to work with my pops. I mean, this is more than a movie. This is a movement that we're doing here.
Taking Hollywood to NOLA, you know, it was incredible. And taking social media stars, mixing them up with John Witherspoon and Cheryl Underwood, Michael Blackston, DC Youngfly, AJ Johnson, mixing that whole group
It's
up.
like gumbo, Pops.
Yeah.
Our new movie is like gumbo. You got a little bit of everything in there.
So it sounds like New Orleans was the perfect place to premiere this movie. I still have to go.
You have to go.
I know,
So
I'm
much
missing
fun.
out.
Yeah, so the father and son duo not only acted in I Got the Hookup 2, but they also produced and financed the film together.
And so we know that sometimes working with family can be a little difficult, maybe stressful, but you'd be surprised what these two said was their biggest hurdle.
Carpooling together? Nah, I mean, we've been working together since day one, so it's actually very easy. I love working with my pops.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's a hard worker, I'm a hard worker, so we never really bump heads. Hopefully we got like 100 more movies in this, right?
Yeah. This was a
amazing.
blessing.
Yeah.
This was a blessing, to be honest with you. A lot of people think that you'll probably be bumping heads working with your family, and that's
I mean, that could happen sometime, but people think just because you're good at something, you could force their family to be on the same page.
Yes.
Me and my dad, always from day one, like we've been on that same page, work ethic, even the way he respect people, you know, that rubbed off on me being a little kid, watch how he treat people. So,
And
I mean, I've had a great teacher.
You got to stay humble.
So you can really tell how passionate they are about working together, and they shared with us what makes the movie so special to them. Take a look.
We haven't had a film like this in a long time to where we'd be like, oh, that movie funny, but I remember these memorable scenes. I mean, we got from Funny Mike to, I mean, these guys that are in these roles never would have got a role in a film like this. And so we had 126 speaking roles. We're up for the Guinness Book of World Records.
That was my next
the most speaking roles in a theatrical film, which is crazy. We didn't even know we had that many, but.
And that's what I want to do. I want to take my hat off to my pops because he's always that one person who want to give opportunities. And that's what this movie was able to do. You know, we gave, how many? 100?
126.
That's a lot of opportunities
Every
right there.
scene was somebody different making a cameo.
Yeah.
There's more than a cameo,
but when you see it, it's done right because of the restaurant. People could pop in and out because it could be regular people. But we say, you know
Pops,
what?
you can't be giving away the movie. Let the people go watch it July 12th. They're going to know what we're talking about. See, this is the only way we bump heads, you know?
Now we're seeing the friction
can't be giving out too much.
126 speaking roles.
I'm not surprised.
I feel like we could have had a
speaking
role.
That's all I got to pick up 3. I'm not surprised. Master P is such a pioneer.
Yeah, all right, on to this. There's a new product on the market that can tell you exactly how well your keto diet is going. Are you ready, McCall?
I am.
So according to the company, the Keto Breathalyzer can analyze your breath and tell you if you're eating too many carbs and how much fat you are burning. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing.
Do I really want to know? Do I really want to know? Okay, so how does it work? Get out your pen and paper. Here we go. According to their website, you can measure weight loss accurately and effectively in 3 easy steps. Step number 1, eat the foods that you love that are part of the keto diet, like cheese, bacon, and almonds.
Okay.
We love that.
Yeah.
You got that? All right, step number 2, breathe into the device.
Easy.
And step number 3, check your keto score on the app that comes with it to know how you're doing.
I just want to try it now.
Yeah,
To know
just to see.
where I'm at. Okay, so according to the website, the device works by measuring the ketones in your breath. So very interesting.
Ooh, that we even had ketones in
Yeah,
our breath. All right,
learning.
so keto founder Dr. Ethan Weiss claims that the device is a science-backed product backed by over a decade of research. The device is currently on sale for $99.
So it looks like a cool device if you're into the keto diet, but not everyone is. It shot to fame after celebrities like Halle Berry and Kourtney Kardashian took to it, but it's still pretty controversial.
Oh yeah, so let's break this down. What is it? Well, popular belief deems fat as the enemy, but according to the ketogenic diet, keto for short, that may not be the case. It is a very low carb, moderate protein, and high fat eating plan. When you say high fat, I'm in. This means that you don't have to give up on your cheese and bacon like
Which
you
is
said
still
before.
so hard because
I know.
I always thought bacon was bad. Anyway, I'll have the bacon.
Yeah.
Dessert lovers though, bad news for you.
Aw.
There's no place for sugar in this diet.
Yeah.
So it is backed by science because it prompts ketosis, which is a metabolic process in which the body burns stored fat instead of glucose for energy, which does make sense.
Yeah.
But you can't go crazy on red meat and butter. The key is to focus on healthy fats like avocado and veggies that aren't starchy. So go for something like kale and spinach. Proteins like all natural nut butters and salmon should also be a focus.
All right, so we're having salmon and spinach for
Yes,
dinner tonight.
okay.
While it has caught the attention of many stars, as always, you guys, make sure you consult with your doctor before trying out any new diets or any fitness regimens. Now, would you be down to try this?
I've actually done the keto.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean,
Success?
it definitely works, but I still want to have dessert every now and then.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd go so far as to have the keto breathalyzer.
Right?
It
It's all
does
about balance.
seem extreme, but
Yeah.
all right, onto this.
This thing's sinking. This thing is gonna sink. This thing is going to sink.
I regret this.
This thing is going to sink.
Oh my God!
No,
they're gonna tip. They're gonna tip. They're gonna tip.
I'm getting Hudson River on my face right now.
It's only supposed to fit 2 Guidos, not 4.
I'm trying to get the safe.
Oh my God, stop moving.
When one person moves in that boat, they all move. They're going down like the Guido Titanic.
So fun. That was a clip from Jersey Shore Family Vacation, which is returning with all new episodes starting tonight with a 2-hour premiere on MTV. Here to break it all down with us from the cast are Pauly D, Jenny, Vinny, Angelina, and Ronnie. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Hey, how fun was that boat ride? That looked amazing.
Petrifying.
That was dangerous.
As we were like out in the water,
They
I
read the
looked
label.
over and I was like, wait, it says 2-person, 150-pound max.
Oh my God. That was like just me.
They were already in the middle of the water.
We committed at that
Six
point.
people
Ronnie was
in
like,
there.
we're sinking.
Yeah, oh my God.
So the premiere tonight, how do you guys watch? Do you have viewing parties? Are you in a group text?
I bet you watched before us.
Yeah, I guess I probably did.
Yeah, I watch it live. We can tweet live and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
See what people say about it.
Yeah, let's get into it. So first of all, Mike the Situation Sorrentino is not here. However, he is in a lot of the first episode, especially because you guys started filming before he left. So he's serving his 8-month prison sentence for tax evasion. But you guys talked to him a lot. So how's he doing? He's almost done. What's the update?
He's doing great. I mean, we talked to him now, and it's almost over. Looking back on it, when we watched the season, we didn't even know what was going to happen to him. So it's kind of crazy. I'm glad that we're at this point now, but you're going to see the way we felt when we didn't even know what his verdict was going to be.
He's so positive. You know, you have to look up to him. And then he'll email me back and he's like, "What's up, little sis?" And I'm just like, how are you this positive in the situation that you're in? But he is. It's amazing.
He's always like free BDS after. He's like free Big Daddy 6.
And how's his wife Lauren doing? Because that's a lot on her. Are we going
Yeah.
to see that kind of unfold this season?
You know what the crazy thing, I feel like he was more, the only thing that upsets him the most is not even about himself, it's about Lauren.
Yeah.
He just cares about her. He's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
He cares about her being alone, but she's doing good and she holds him down in there.
Yep.
They talk every day. She visits him every week. She smuggles him in salami.
Handles his social media while he's gone. Handles his business affairs.
That's
Handles
wifey.
Moses, the dog.
Yeah. Great, that's a good wifey. And we'll see on the season 2, we'll see the wedding between the two of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So how wild did the Bachelor Party get, though? Because I know you guys did that as well, right?
Oh, yeah.
Bachelor Party was all right. You know, we.
It was lit.
Actually, to be honest, we try to respect Lauren as much as we
like it
can.
was.
We love her.
There might have been strippers involved.
Tried to.
Yeah.
There may have been
This might have been
strippers.
strippers.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
She might have been a little
there's
upset.
strippers.
Yeah.
Okay.
She might have been a
My
little
husband and I did
upset.
ours together. We did
Okay,
a Jack
it was-
and Jill. So
There you go.
Wait, you were saying she got upset?
A little bit.
Because
I didn't like the strippers.
she didn't like the strippers?
Solid.
I'm allergic to strippers.
But neither did Mike in
No, he didn't want the
his
strippers.
defense.
No, he didn't want it.
Okay. Do you think that Mike's gonna be able to watch the episodes while in prison and everything?
Oh, yeah, they watch.
He knows everything that happens before we do because he has MTV, he has TMZ, he has People.
So he's getting the updates of things that go on in your lives.
Yeah, of course.
So how do you guys plan to celebrate with him when he gets out? Does he have any like Big Daddy Sitch requests of like what he wants to do?
I know he wants to eat. Like, he wants to do this like fast food tour. I know that. And then I want to throw a big party for him.
Yeah.
With everybody.
And he probably just wants his bed and his dog and his girl for like right in the beginning, and then we can party. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so switching gears here, a lot of updates with you guys. We love tracking along. Dina gave birth to a boy earlier this year. Nicole just had her third child. Angelo, have you guys got to meet him? What's the update with that?
Did anyone meet him?
No, not yet.
Not
He was
yet.
born like yesterday.
He's in
We're
like a
all
month.
meeting him at Dina's
Yeah, in a
party
couple
this
weeks.
week.
A
Yeah.
couple weeks.
Oh, that's great. Now, also what we wanted to talk about was pre-pregnancy. The trailer shows Nicole going a little wild. So we're curious to find out, who do you guys think partied the hardest this season? Like, if you had to go on the count of 3, point at someone sitting right here between you guys, who do you think partied the most?
All right.
Between us?
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it an answer.
I actually
Ronnie.
think I'm crazy though.
I had a moment though that only Vinny remembers, and I'm still embarrassed over.
What?
When I fell at the club, I haven't
Vegas?
fallen in like 10 years
Really?
and blacked out, total blackout.
It's harder to recover now, too.
Oh, it took like 5
not this
days.
season.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's not?
No, that's more season.
Ronnie was in the Spiral Squad.
Yeah.
He was spiraling.
No wonder.
Yeah. Jenny, we know you have a new boyfriend, Zach. We've seen some pictures. Seems you guys are really cute together. Are we going to see that and see him on the season?
I think so. We don't know how it's edited, so he's been a part of it a few times. Hopefully you'll get to meet him.
And how does everybody else feel about him? Does everyone like
I think
him? Like,
everyone
he's cool?
improves.
I approve so far until,
Yeah, I like
until she doesn't like him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's how I treat it. And I said that going into the relationship. When you date me, you're going to date 7 other people with 7 other opinions, and you're just going to have to deal with it. And I'll be on group chat most of my day, so just accept it and move on.
She's smiling in her photos now, so I'm happy.
Who is the hardest to impress of this crew when it comes to introducing a new boyfriend?
Everyone is in their own way, and I really appreciate everyone's opinion on him because they're my family and they come first in my eyes.
100%.
Jenny, I also want to talk to you about this. So you recently opened up about how your 3-year-old son, Grayson, has made a lot of progress since his autism diagnosis. Are we going to see that on the season? And also, what's the message you have for other parents that are going through similar things?
I think you are. I know at the Dude Ranch, I had to leave around like 3 a.m. to make one of his diagnosing appointments that morning. So I'm excited to see from that day when he was getting diagnosed till today. And I obviously want to keep Graysons updating like everyone out there and informed because I feel like keeping everyone informed and being open about it breaks the stigma. Because there are a lot of children with sensory disorders and autism, and being on a board to help also break that stigma with getting like sensory rooms included in like schools and airports. That's my biggest goal right now, and that's what my platform is for. But I call it Grayson's journey. I just want to be a part of it, and I'm just so happy he chose me as his mommy.
Yeah, and for people that don't know, what's been the latest progress with him that you've seen?
So when he was getting diagnosed in October, when we filmed the first episode that you're gonna see, he didn't even acknowledge his name.
or anyone else's. Like I was dad. Everybody was dad, because that's all he could like compute. Like that was it. So today he knows everybody by name. He's able to say like Uncle Joey and Mommy, and then he knows your real name. He's like, that's Roger, but Daddy, and he's trying to put sentences together, which like kills me. It like it just warms my heart. So
that's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, very happy for you.
Thanks.
Progress.
And now, Ronnie, we've seen the up and down of your relationship with Jen, your girlfriend, and also the mother of your child. How has that unfolded this season? Like, how have your castmates felt about that?
I feel like, they've always, like Jenny said, it's like if me and Jen are fighting, then they're fighting with Jen. If me and Jen are good, then they're good with Jen. It's kind of what it comes down to. And you'll see that throughout the season that, they always have my back, but it's also, you're gonna see what they want you to see, so you don't always get the full story. At the end of the day, I'm happy with her. She's the mother of my child, and being a family man is what makes me happy.
Yeah. How are things right now?
Right now, this second,
right now.
Wait, let me check my phone.
So good? Okay, we're good. Yay. Pauly and Vinny, you guys had a spin-off show recently, Looking for Love. Didn't work out, unfortunately, so I want the updates. Are we single? Are we looking to mingle? How are your love lives right now? Let's just tell us.
Definitely single.
Yeah, single too. The show was fun. I was happy to do it. Met some great people. Unfortunately, I didn't find love on that show, but I'm still looking.
Yeah, it's hard to like date. That was actually a good experiment to like lock us down and like actually not force us, but like we were forced to like sit down and get to know people because we were always so busy. And just taking it slow.
Yeah. So you didn't find it on the show. Are there other ways that you look for love? Do you guys try to set them up ever? Or you know better not to set them up?
I think they're successful in the DMs.
Yeah, okay.
DMs, that's
you guys reply to DMs though?
Oh, yes, they do.
They sure do.
Yes, they do.
First question to you guys.
Why is that?
Because you don't need a dating app. Instagram's a dating app.
It really is.
Okay, but what's a DM
We're gonna publish a book one day
that you would
about
answer to? So what's a way to get
I don't
your
know if
attention
you should
in the
answer
DM?
that.
Send nudes.
Really? Does that work?
That's definitely gonna send the nudes out.
He's
That's
putting it out there.
You said it.
He's like,
I've enjoyed a few
I
of
mean,
the
it
nudes
catches
they've
your eye.
sent.
What are you gonna do? Not look at
I
it?
gotta look at it.
Wow.
I don't
All
blame them.
Day in the life.
That's fair. Okay, now speaking of love, I guess.
Speaking of nudes.
Speaking of
We
nudes.
fall in love every night.
Right. Angelina, what's the update on your wedding plans with your
Planning
fiance?
it now, but I'm waiting a
In the
little bit because
process.
there's a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, planning.
That's fair.
What's the one thing you have to get right for your wedding when you
The
think
husband.
about it? Are you a little jealous, Vinny?
Oh
You
my
know that you
God.
want to walk down the aisle with me.
Oh my God.
See? This is season 4.
He doesn't need double shot of love. I'm right here.
Fourth engagement.
One single shot.
She's
No
collecting
DMs
rings.
for Vinny. No. I think the dress. I'm not trying to be like selfish, but I have to look good.
But I am.
You're looking real good these
Yeah, you
days,
look
too.
amazing.
Thank you.
You actually learned from Vinny doing a little bit of a keto diet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vin.
Is that what neighbors do? They just hook up each other with their
I can
diet?
throw a rock
They
in the
share,
show.
they share a fridge. So
She
it's
texted me.
easy.
She asked
When I
for
have
advice.
to pee at night, I go to the bathroom and
Okay.
Okay, now, Pauly, you're headlining the first ever F Cancer Party on Saturday, July 20th at Headliners Nightclub in Neptune City, New Jersey.
Yes.
And all proceeds, right, are going to go to, they're going to be donated to F Cancer to help fund early detection and prevention programs. Now, what can people expect to see if they come to this party?
So this party, you're gonna get exactly that. It's gonna be a Pauly D party. It's gonna be lit, but this time it's for an amazing cause because I want to raise as much awareness that I can for this cause because I want to F cancer. I'm sick of it. It affects a lot of my friends and families that are people close to me. So this one hits home, and I just want to give back for that great cause.
That's amazing. Yeah, amazing cause. Okay, before you go, we're going to play a quick round of People Now Confess Sesh.
Okay.
You ready?
Oh boy.
There you go. Here you go. So it's really easy.
always
Take
so
turns pulling out a slip of paper from this, and you can all answer.
Oh, I took
Yeah.
2.
Okay. Here you go.
Oh boy. Dun, dun, dun.
Spill all the secrets.
What is your dorkiest characteristic? I'm like a super Harry Potter nerd.
Nice. Your favorite
read all the
character?
No, I went to like Diagon Alley recently. I was like living my best life. But I love amusement parks.
Here, you guys can take this. Yeah. All right, next, Pauly D.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
What?
The best one for
The
you.
most extravagant thing I ever bought
I want to hear
was-
this.
which one is it?
Yeah.
I would have to say my.
Which car?
I know
gotta
which
think.
one. I would have to say
The Dan car.
Lamborghini. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, that was a
Not
big
bad.
one.
All right, Vinny. How many cars do you have? How many cars do you have?
Maybe like 5.
Can
I got like 20 bikes.
Casual,
Absolutely,
5
whenever you
cars.
want.
All right.
My most embarrassing moment ever on Jersey Shore.
Ooh, this is good because he gets embarrassed a lot.
Pink eye or
Oh yeah,
tummy
probably when I had pink eye.
Thank God he didn't say not when you slept with Angelina?
No.
Oh, now I see why she's
Well, they got married already?
That was my proudest moment. Not
Very sweet.
What season are they going to get married?
Yeah, there's a lot of love between you two.
Oh, Jesus. My celebrity crush is
Vinny Guadagnino.
Vinny, gosh, there's like heart emojis.
I can feel
All right,
it.
last one, Ronnie.
All right, let's see what this one is. If you could switch bodies with one person for the day, who would it be? Nobody. I just got this body.
Yeah. Drop. All right, thank you guys so much. You're always so much fun. You guys make sure to watch the cast on tonight's 2-hour premiere of Jersey Shore Family Vacation on MTV at 8 p.m. Eastern and every Jersey day after that.
So Def helped Atlanta get on the map. JD was the first person to make Atlanta really pop.
His train of thought was different than the average CEO. Because he had a variety of artists. Most labels were focused on rap or just focused on R&B. He was able to do them both.
She's a rapper. He's a diva. Devo.
Through So Def, Don Chi-Chi, Jermaine Dupri. I think that he is a major icon of our time.
That's a sneak peek of the 1-hour documentary, Power, Influence, and Hip Hop, the remarkable rise of So Def, founded by rapper and record exec Jermaine Dupri. Now, this is a man who has collaborated with musical icons like Mariah Carey and Aretha Franklin, and he's also discovered stars like Criss Cross and Bow Wow.
Yeah, he's a big deal. Now, one artist he regrets not signing to So Def, Ludacris. Now, Jermaine revealed to me and our guest host, Danya, some of the wild antics Luda would do just to get Jermaine to listen to his music. Watch.
He used to throw his CD over my gate.
What?
Yeah, he used to throw like a CD over my gate because he had an afro, and he wanted to be this guy. He wanted this to be him. So yeah, initially he felt like he should have been signed to So Def.
He was throwing his CDs over, and you guys
I had a lot of that. I had a lot of that going on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. What is the craziest thing someone's done to try to get your attention? Throwing CDs?
Somebody ran into me one day on the street while I was going to my house, my mother's house. Somebody ran into my Range Rover. Like they rear-ended me deliberately.
Oh my gosh.
So that I would jump out. And when I jumped out, I'm like, yo, what's going on? They gave me a CD.
Like, that's not how it's gonna go down.
What's going on here?
Like, that's so
Luckily,
sweet.
I was in the car by myself and my security went with me. It would have went another way.
Maybe you shouldn't crash into someone to get their attention.
Yeah, that's not the way to do
Just a
it.
thought. Now, he may have missed out on signing Luda, but he's been able to spot some other amazing artists, like the women of Xscape, who include Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kandi Burruss. Now, the doc insinuates the two had a romantic relationship, but Jermaine clears it up pretty quick. Watch.
That's the funny part about this documentary. Is like people say we dated. We didn't date. I don't think that.
We watched the doc.
I know,
It
I was
was
like,
like an
that's not the
implied.
word. That's
there
not the
was-
word. I
So
wasn't
it was
gonna-
You were hanging.
It was
Yeah,
unofficially.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
That was
we had a
chilling.
little thing.
Little
it wasn't
thing.
a date.
Even back then, no one wanted to define anything. It's just
Still
frustrating.
today is not defined unless you're like holding somebody's hand.
Right.
and walking.
So it's fair to say y'all had a little something.
Yeah, it's just a thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite memory that you had with her back then?
No, we didn't even have that. That's what I'm saying. It's like, that's what I'm saying. So it was like, somebody was just asking me this, and I was doing another interview on the way over here. They was like, so what shocked you? And I'm like, watching people tell me I was dating somebody that I wasn't dating.
Okay, so you're not really keeping up with Kandi, not tuning into Real Housewives.
No, I mean, that's my artist. I just was with Tiny 2 days ago. She brought me an artist, actually. She was bringing me another artist to listen to, somebody that she's working with.
No one wants to put a label on it.
I know, right? Now, Jermaine's worked with a number of female artists, and he really credits the Brat with helping female rappers get the recognition they deserve. Take a look.
Brat broke that mold, right? You know what I mean? So it's like when Brat came out, she was the first female solo artist to go platinum. So we together broke the mold that I was in prior to meeting Brat. And since then, female rappers have been able to sustain and sell a lot of records, actually more records than guys.
Yeah.
So, but before that, prior to Brat, that wasn't happening.
Right.
They was good artists, but they weren't doing the numbers that I felt like I needed for my company.
Yeah. And you mentioned other female rappers. Do you have a favorite right now in the rap game?
Cardi B, Nicki,
Females?
Megan Thee Stallion. Stand out to you?
I can't really say.
Not a Cardi B fan?
I have no, but the reason why I can't say is because I feel like they all rapping about the same thing, and I don't feel like I don't think they're showing us who's the best rapper. I think they're trying to show, for me, it's like strippers rapping, and I don't. As far as rap goes, I'm not getting who is the best rapper. I'm getting like, okay, you got a story about you dancing in the club. You got a story about you dancing in the club. You got a story about you dancing in the club. Okay, all right. Who's getting ready to? Who's gonna be the rapper?
Show you something different.
Yeah. Well, what is the thing that you want to see if you're not like?
Just more. I mean, I feel like at some point somebody's gonna have to break out of that mode and just show us, talk about other things like just rap about other things besides that.
I mean, I was shocked he couldn't name a single female rapper that he respects or wants to show light to.
I am stunned by that. Jermaine Dupri must not have heard. It's a hot girl summer, okay? Megan Thee Stallion totally writes all of her lyrics. She's killing it. She is on everybody's names right now. Everyone is talking about her. You have Megan Thee Stallion, you have Young M.A., you have Stefflon Don. Not all of them are strippers.
Even Cardi raps about things other than stripping.
Of course, and what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
That's their experience, that's their story.
I was really surprised.
Interesting
Yeah,
there.
I know. All right, another talent Jermaine discovered is none other than Scooter Braun, who's been making a lot of headlines lately. So Jermaine and Scooter go way back. Watch.
Atlanta that was having parties at Emory, and I wanted diversity. I was just speaking to you guys about this. Like, in Atlanta, it's so segregated. If you go to a club, it's like all the black kids go to this party, and then the white kids go to this party. It's like a separation. And I coming to New York and LA, I saw everybody partying together, and I was like, how do we get everybody to party together? Because meanwhile, these kids are listening to the same music that these kids are listening to. Why aren't they together? Like, why is it separated? And I felt like nobody understood doing that, right? And then I found out that Scooter was having parties at Emory that were more like what I wanted to be. Yeah. And I was like, he needed to work for me. So then I started, I reached out for him and we spoke. Then I hired him to work for me. To bring that even inside my company so people could see the difference and feel a little difference and understand that where I was trying to take it. And through that, I learned that Scooter was a fast-talking, very smart, moving kid. You know what I mean? He figured out how to use everything that he had in his hands to better himself. And he continues to keep doing that.
We all have to start somewhere, right? So what does Jermaine think about the Scooter Braun and T-Swift feud?
All he did was make a deal, It's no different than like if a sports team is bought, right? I don't think people know the difference between Michael Jordan owning the Charlotte Hornets than Bob Johnson owning the Charlotte Hornets, right? I don't think nobody ever, you know Michael Jordan more than you know the previous guy. But as far as how the team is operated and everything that's happening, Michael Jordan paid money for it. This man wanted out, right? The same situation, I think. Scooter, I told him just like 2 days ago, he caught a deal. He made a big, amazing deal. But we don't know if the guy wanted out. We don't know what's going on. So somebody offers to sell something, you got the money and it's something that you're into. It's just a deal. I don't even think it has anything to do with any of the artists. It don't have nothing to do with Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I think she's just huge and she's so big. It just seemed like something, but ultimately she was already, this guy that sold it already owned it, so why is it a thing?
But Scooter Braun, in her words, used to bully her.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying, I don't know about all of that. I was kind of trying to figure out where all that was coming from.
Yeah, so she said that Scooter used to bully her.
Oh,
there was there's a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay, so for all
I only know about what I'm reading as far as the story. Like I said, I don't know about personal, what their personal thing is.
Yeah, Jermaine didn't know all the details surrounding the drama. Yeah. But now he does.
He does. He's all up to speed.
All right, we talked about so much more with Jermaine, like the night of Biggie's death when he was almost in the car with him, his relationship with Janet Jackson, and going vegan. We'll have all that and more on our show next week.
Sounds super interesting. And catch his new doc when it premieres on WeTV July 18th at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Really, really good.
I can't
make
wait
sure to watch it.
Yeah.
All right, we're taking one last look at the gifts you've been tweeting to celebrate the premiere of Jersey Shore Family Vacation. Let's see what you guys are sending in. Oh, yeah.
I'm not trashy unless I drink too much.
Yeah.
I need to get that on a t-shirt.
I'm still obsessed with the hair.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back. Cabs are here.
Time to go. That's what summers are all about,
And
right?
I also love that Pauly D looks the same as he did back then on the first.
Why fix it if it?
No, why
fix
change
it
the
if it
hair?
ain't broke?
No, I know.
Yeah. All right, guys. So we'll be asking you a new question of the day tomorrow on People Now. So make sure you tune in.
All right, coming up tomorrow, we get the real story on JFK Jr. from his close friend and historian Stephen M. Gillen.
Plus, Meghan Markle is set to make her first red carpet appearance as a royal. We have all the details.
Ooh, I'm excited. What is she gonna wear?
She's gonna wear. I know. I'm so excited, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Lauren Scruggs.
Bye.
Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Lauren Scruggs Kennedy, and this is One Last Thing. The last dessert I ate was a chocolate chip cookie. The last dream I had was I was actually in a Friends episode, and Phoebe said something to me, and I woke myself up because I was laughing. My last home improvement was we were actually in the middle of a home renovation, so there's a lot of things.